European measure that you haven't taken, which we could, that 25 out of 27 European countries have done, and that's to reduce the rate of VAT down to the European average for hotel rooms. So from Greece to Germany, from Spain to Sweden, they've cut the rate of VAT. It's the quickest way to stimulate the economy and also to drive exports. Tourism is our fifth biggest export. We just talked about the trade deficit, we just talked about the EU. That's one EU measure we're standing out that we are not following, whereas everyone else is. Can we have some hope that you may bring that in?
Well, the truth is I have looked very closely at this measure. This is a proposal from the hotel sector and restaurants and so on to cut VAT. And two things that struck me about it. I mean, first of all, it is very expensive to do. It costs many billions of pounds. And second of all, in quite a lot of these other countries, it didn't actually lead to the boost in the restaurant business and the like that some those governments had hoped. I'd rather use that money to promote tourism. You know, you have to make choices in my job about where you're using your resources. I'd rather use the money to, you know, sell Britain abroad. We've got that Great Britain campaign, which I think is the most successful tourist campaign we've had for many a decade, to make sure we've got investment into, I mean, where's, you run a hotel, do you? Right, so I could spend the billions of pounds we're talking about to make sure the A303 is better, the rail link down to the southwest is better. I've committed £7 billion of money to improve the transport links there. We're putting more money into the southwest tourism industry. We want to connect up the southwest. I think that is a better long-term investment, dare I say it, for the southwest, for the tourist industry in the southwest, and it shows as a country you're thinking for the long term. That I've never ever said to anyone there are short-term fixes for Britain. I have not been someone who has got up in this job and said, you know what, I can solve Britain's problems with the stroke of a pen or with this simple tax cut. I've always said to people, fixing what went wrong, making sure Britain's better prepared for the future, that is a long-term job. And you know, for me, announcing improvements to the A303, that, you know, terribly congested road, I'm not going to see that happen overnight. It's not going to be ready in time for the general election. But I do know that in 5, 6, 7 years' time, when that road is totally complete, it'll make a massive difference to businesses and people living in the southwest. And I could say the same about projects across the whole of the UK. So I think we've got to stop thinking short-term as a country and start thinking long-term.